Man, what's good, YouTube? Just Stand Television, man, with another video, man. You know, yeah, I want to update you guys about a dream that I had. Man, man. Ever since, like, I stopped smoking weed and I started, like, actually do what my conscience was telling me to do, actually do what God was directing me to do, actually trying to take steps to live like Jesus Christ, in Jesus Christ's precious name. Amen. I found me being spiritually attacked within my dreams, man. Like, when I'm awake, I'm not necessarily doing the sins I used to do. I used to be a slave to my lust. I used to be a slave to beating my meat, masturbating, watching pornography, you know what I mean? Smoking weed, going out, looking for lust, you know what I mean? And like, I was going out to have fun too, but I was still partying like with the dead, you know what I mean? I'm partying with spirits that don't align with where I'm trying to get to. So I'm bringing sin and demons upon myself, I was living in that lifestyle and, I wasn't really getting spiritually touched in my dream state. Once I stop doing all those things and where I'm at now, I live like a pure lifestyle. All I do is work out, go to work, go to the gym, design on my computer, make music, design, edit videos and stuff, you know what I mean? I don't party, I don't really hang out too much. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't fornicate, I don't have sex, I don't masturbate. I don't do none of those things. So when I'm awake, I do a pretty good job, you know what I mean? I still have to battle with intrusive thoughts and, wandering eyes, you know what I mean? But when I'm asleep, that's when the devil really comes. Because when I'm awake, I'm pretty much doing like the best I can do. But when I'm asleep, my dream state is really spiritual. I had this dream where I was in like a high school setting and I played basketball, when I was in high school. I played basketball growing up, so when I was lining up like on the team, like, in my dream, I'm one of the best people on the team, you know what I mean? So I'm like started, but there was like 30 people on my team, basketball, it's kind of odd, and we're all lined up. And I remember I'm trying to tell the dream in chronological order. Anyway, we were lined up and we were facing like the other team. And there were like a bunch of crowds of other people around us. And we were singing like we're in the formation as if they do, like, sing the Pledge of Allegiance, the national anthem. But so like I'm on my team's side and we're looking at the other team. But instead of like the national anthem being played, the Pledge of Allegiance, it was a song being played that a member from the other team was made or whatever. And he was rapping the song, and it's kind of weird. We're kind of like bowed heads, kind of, as he's like rapping the song. But the guy who was like, performing the song, he like looked at me, and he like was rapping like death lyrics, and he was saying like, like I'm next, like he gonna kill me, in spirit of the basketball game, at least I hope. But I remember seeing that in my dream, and it's kind of odd, because why are we listening to a song that a member from the other team made in the style of Pledge of Allegiance? But you know how dreams are, Basically, a guy that I don't know, a brother, he was, rapping death lyrics, and he was directing at me. And in my dream, even I knew, like, in that moment, I just looked, and I looked down and smiled, because I knew that I was the chosen one. That's why he was doing it. I recognized that in my dream, just as I would when I was awake, because I feel like nowadays, like when I do dream, like I have like a conscious still, like I'm like way more spiritually aware in my dreams now than I was back then when I was living a more wicked lifestyle, So when he did that, I didn't even pay no mind really. And then like the whole gym like blew up. It blew up. And then next thing, I'm looking outside and there's like debris everywhere and people are like trapped in the sand, and like we're on the water side, people are like in the water, but a lot of people are buried under the sand as if like loads of sand is dumped on us, like it's like a wasteland, a catastrophe. But I'm taking it upon myself, I'm running around trying to save everybody. I'm pulling people out the sand. I remember I tried to dig this one guy up and he was like body dead, like stiff, like he was sitting like this, like under the sand, like he was like a frozen pig or something, like he was done for, it was too late. But my main purpose, I was trying to find a guy who was rapping those death lyrics at me because I was trying to save him. Even in my dream, I was trying to save him. I was trying to do the right thing. I wasn't worried about the harm that he wanted to inflict on me. I was trying to save him because I knew that he needed. This is in my dream. So basically, in a dream, there was a catastrophe, and God saved me out of it. And I took it upon myself to try to rescue everybody else. Selfless acts. That's what I did in my dream. I just felt like that was amazing because that's a very spiritual dream. You know what I mean? And the fact that I took it upon myself to even hold on one second. I'm a tad bit under the weather, so I got a little tissue box over there. But yeah, it's just amazing that even in my dreams, I was still spiritually aware and I still had the conscience. I still acted like how I am. And a lot of my dreams, I've seen demons, bro, and I made myself wake up. You know, it's just amazing. I truly. I have the power, to understand that when I'm dreaming, I still understand that I'm dreaming. And, when it gets too bad, I have the power to wake myself up. I've done that a couple times. I did that in the most previous video I talked about, And, it's just amazing. God's really working through me. Jesus is really working through my blood and my veins. Even the fact that in my dreams, the devil has to wait till I'm asleep to try to get me. When I'm awake, I'm fighting, And honestly, I'm not even fighting that hard. I just don't really have the drive to do the things I used to do. Before I really cut out a lot of my willful sin, I thought I had to try every day. I can't do this today. I can't do this ever again. But no, you get to the point you just genuinely don't want to do that. It's kind of what think of something that you don't want to do that you used to do. You know what I mean? Maybe you used to play video games a lot. And nowadays, when you're bored at the crib, you don't even think to play a video game. You just read or something. It's the same thing. I just don't. Why would I smoke weed? I just don't want to do it. Nothing about it turns me on. I don't want to open that gate and go back into my old ways. I don't have the drive to do it. I don't really want to be high. I love my sober mind. This is truly a blessing. I can't express how happy I am. I'm not a slave to weed anymore, man. It was so long, man. I'm just so glad that I'm here. You know what I mean? It's almost hard to believe that I used to smoke every day, man. For real, for real. I was so blessed to be where I'm at. And I truly am. It took constant prayer. It really did. But God delivered me. But you come across this video, I just want you to understand that lifestyle you're living, that is not good for your soul, is not worth it. Because on the other side of your addictions is the best life that God and Jesus wants you to walk into. You're going to be so much stronger mentally, man. Your dreams are going to be way more impactful. And you're just going to have that drive to just keep doing the right thing. You know what I mean? Because life really is that important, So try to keep that, Try to take life more serious, Just whatever you need to stop, whatever changes you have to make, just make them. Okay? Just stay on television. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.